Another good game for the Portland Trail Blazers against a playoff team. Now, the Nuggets. They had big key injuries, but they still maintained in this game, especially with Michael Porter Jr., who has been actually showing off some good potential lately in the NBA bubble. So, yeah. So, let's look at the stats. Dame, 45 points and 11 threes. Ties the franchise high and his career high of 11 threes. Broke the single season record of most threes of the Portland Trail Blazer. And the Blazers set up a new record of 23 threes in a single game. CJ didn't have a big enough game. Not big enough, just an alright. Nurk, phenomenal. Melo, he could have done better, but you can't always be like that, like doing great all the time. I mean, you will have some off moments, but I thought Melo just did alright. Zach has to get better, man. He's got to get better. Trent Jr., phenomenal. This man, oh my goodness. Now, you look at a season ago where he was a third string shooting guard who had a lousy shooting, is now averaging, I believe, 24 points in the NBA restart, which is amazing. Simons, meh. Once again, Whiteside. Had a lot of foul problems. But he's just, I don't know. To me, he just doesn't look like he's carrying that much right now. For the Nuggets, Michael Porter just did pretty well. Jokic didn't do as much as I thought he was going to be tonight. But Denver really kept it close. They had a good momentum, to be honest with you. Denver outbeat the Blazers in field goal percentage, three-pointers. Blazers beat them. Free throws, and Nurk, he was almost for another perfect, but sadly came short. 16 turnovers from the Nuggets. Jeez. Both tied in assists. Portland lost the rebounding game. Portland had more blocks, more steals. So, this game told us that Dame wants to make the playoffs. That's it. That's really it. And even though the Nuggets did not have their starters, you have to give this team credit. It has a great future ahead of them. And I just look at Portland. I got some concerns about it. This is where you can also say, like, this is with Trevor Ariza could have come. Or what if Ronnie Hunt never got injured and all that. But Portland's defense it did do its best, I think, tonight. Especially for Gary Trent. The man played lights out coming off the bench. And there's no doubt in my mind that he's right now, and I said right now, their best bench player. I know many people will say Whiteside, but Whiteside hasn't done much on the bench, coming off the bench, than Gary Trent Jr. has. Not really. No offense to Whiteside, but Trent Jr. has so far proven that he's a better bench player. And once again, Whiteside's just not getting into the game that much. So the Blazers right now are a half a game behind the Memphis Grizzlies, but the Phoenix Suns are getting closer to them. And same with the San Antonio Spurs. We could mark off Memphis right now. We could, just like Charles Barkley said tonight. Memphis is done because of the injuries they've been dealing with. But it's going to come down to, and it could most likely be Portland versus Suns. Now, from what I heard, a night scene must win 2 games. 2 games. If you're within 4 or less, you must play the number 8 seed twice. Well, you have to beat you have to make the playoffs by being a number 8 seed twice. If a number 8 seed wins, they are an automatic in. We'll see how this will go, because right now you could say the Blazers are rolling. Now their next matchup is the Clippers, which to me will be the last loss of the bubble for the Portland Trail Blazers. That's just my opinion. I personally think a team like the Sixers, the Mavericks, and I believe it's the Nets that are next, I think those Portland can beat those teams. I don't know if the Clippers will rest or not, because at this point, what's really the point of trying to get a number 1 seed? I don't remember if they're a number 3 or number 2 seed. I really don't remember. Here, give me just a sec to check. I've had a busy day, so we all do. Welcome to the real world, I guess. Give me a sec. I was wrong. The Clippers are a game and a half ahead of the Nuggets for the number 2 seed. Denver is right now the 3 seed. But you people are going to clearly mark saying Memphis is done. But we'll see what really happens. We'll see. If I had to say one team, if let's say Portland does get that 8th spot, and they have to play in the 9th seed, the one team I think Portland does not want to face is New Orleans. That is the only team I think Portland just does not want to face. I think they can take on the Suns when healthy, the Memphis Grizzlies when healthy, the Spurs when healthy, and the Kings when healthy, but just something about New Orleans I really don't think they can beat. And that's just my opinion. But, yeah, tonight, even though it was a frustrating game, it really was a frustrating game, hopefully we'll see what the Clippers are going to do on Saturday. So, if Portland beats the Clippers, then that's a team that the Lakers will have to really watch out for. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We will see. But right now, the Blazers are right now a half a game behind the 8th seed. If OKC beats the Grizzlies, the Portland Trail Blazers will be tied with the 8th seed. And we'll see what goes on right there. But today was a great day to be a Blazer.